1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Information Minister has urged the political parties to unite for a constitutional amendment regarding appointment of new judges in Supreme Court. Interior Minister says the armed forces backed by the whole nation will confront the menace of terrorism. Executive Committee of the National Economic Council has approved 4 road infrastructure projects for Punjab worth 130 billion rupees. The United States and Britain flagged new economic sanctions against Russia. And now the news in detail. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has urged the political parties to put their differences behind and unite for a constitutional amendment regarding appointment of new judges in Supreme Court. In his tweets today, he pointed out that 5 judges of the Apex Court are retiring this year, and it will be a big achievement if the Parliament, through a constitutional amendment, makes appointments in Supreme Court transparent and independent. The Information Minister commended the historic stance taken by outgoing Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Gulzar Ahmed, regarding the worship places of minorities, saying this has increased his prestige. Fawad Chaudhry said the Indian judiciary appears helpless at the hands of extremists. However, our judges such as Justice Gulzar Ahmed supported the minorities and independently announced judgments. Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed has said the armed forces backed by the whole nation will confront the menace of terrorism. Talking to the media persons in Rawalpindi today, he said, "Our security forces have rendered immense sacrifices to eliminate the terrorists." The Interior Minister strongly condemned the recent killing of 5 innocent Kashmiris in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He also regretted that the maltreatment meted out to Muslims in India. Regarding Afghanistan, the Interior Minister said the world community should come forward for the assistance of the Afghan people. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said economic diplomacy and promotion of regional connectivity and peace are the priorities that Pakistan is pursuing in the light of the vision of Prime Minister Imran Khan. He was chairing a meeting of the Board of Governors of Institute of Regional Studies in Islamabad today. The Foreign Minister stressed that close coordination between the Foreign Office and think tanks is inevitable to formulate foreign policy as per the modern-day requirements. Advisor on Parliamentary Affairs Dr. Babar Ewan has said the government welcomes suggestions on its law reforms package approved by the Cabinet recently to dispense speedy justice to the people. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he clarified that the law reforms package will not be enforced through an ordinance, but rather will be laid before the Parliament for detailed discussion at the level of standing committees. Babar Ewan said it is the first time in the history of the country that the process of accountability has moved forward and the powerful people were brought under the ambit of law. Executive Committee of the National Economic Council at a meeting in Islamabad today approved 4 road infrastructure projects for Punjab, valuing 130 billion rupees. In a tweet today, Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar said the road projects include Kamalia Shorkot Chowk Azam Laya, Hasilpur Bahawalnagar, Vihadi Pakpatan, Dipalpur and Shorkot Jhang. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the relatives of the martyred youth staged a protest to press for the return of the bodies of their loved ones martyred by Indian troops in Pulwama and Budgam districts yesterday. The relatives gathered outside the police control room in Srinagar and staged the protest for return of the bodies of the martyred youth. Meanwhile, the troops conducted a door-to-door search operation in Shupanya town. The United States and Britain flagged new economic sanctions against Russia. In a statement, U.S. Undersecretary of State Victoria Nuland said a proposal on security issues presented last week by the U.S. and NATO to Russia may have stirred interest in Moscow. In London, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said Britain would unveil sanctions legislation next week, targeting a much wider variety of Russian economic targets. North Korea has test-fired Hwasong-12 intermediate-range ballistic missile. According to official Korean Central News Agency, it is the most powerful missile launched in 5 years, and it can travel thousands of miles, putting areas like U.S. territory Guam within striking distance. The state media also released images purportedly taken by a warhead-mounted camera while it was in the space, and others showing the missile blasting off from land. In the 7th match of Pakistan Super League, Quetta Gladiators will take on Multan Sultans at Karachi today. The match will begin at 7:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.